You may even get tired of winning and you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more.
Winning. Is winning making it so that tech companies have even higher valuations? Is that winning? It's the valuation of Netflix. I figured it out. That's why we're not winning, is because Netflix stock isn't high enough. That's the only way to win. I want to kill my neighbors and burn them alive and blow up my car, but it's okay because Netflix is worth $3 trillion. I want to cut my cock off and scramble my brain with fucking fluoride. I'm gonna win because Netflix is worth $3 trillion.
Person who is about to grab their car keys and go to the ATM and take out $3,000, you say what?
You don't need to. Your ATM is safe, your banks are safe, there's enough cash in the financial system, and there is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. We will do whatever we need to do to make sure that there's enough cash in the banking system.
Actually start off with some financials.
All right. Yeah, we can do that.
I'm pretty eager to see what's going on with Bitcoin. So first things first, I've been watching some Camel, but it's and then I keep seeing articles that say it's gonna move into like a bearish or bullish pattern. I still just don't know what the fuck that means.
Maybe I should do this on my other computer. It means they don't know. It means there's people writing articles that are just trying to confuse you, and they're just writing articles.
Well,
that's what I think it means.
None of them are on ABC. Like ABC hasn't posted anything, so I don't know.
True.
Because I mean, if anybody wants to talk shit on ABC, then fuck you. But I mean, they got the facts. Where I go. Anyways, I don't want to get into that too much right now. You want to pull up your screen?
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything on here pulled up for it. I try to get those articles off my computer as fast as I could. And while we're waiting, I had this idea, Americans, where, like, it all, because I was thinking of the phrase Allahu Akbar, and end quote. I'm not anyways, but like, I wonder if you could convince like somebody if they like, it's like, how much do you really like Jesus? How much do you really love Jesus? You want to put this vest on? Go in this Wendy's? Because it's the same idea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's already like the church can be like convince you that you need to give them hundreds of dollars each month. So it's not too crazy to think that they could convince you to strap a bomb to your chest.
Yeah, but
Could Steve Bannon convince you? How much do you love Trump? Enough to strap
they could
this
probably get a
vest
couple
on?
guys if they wanted to.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure. Well, I mean, yeah,
they could probably get some
reform.
people radicalized. But no, we're peaceful, white
Yeah,
Christian minded. We kill other people precisely,
yeah.
and directly.
We only kill people that don't believe in the same God as us. Because we're
We just killed another guy. We killed ISIS apparently today. Very exciting.
we killed yeah, Al Qaeda is dead.
Yeah, we killed the ISIS guy that we probably funded today.
The cartel is still chopping people's heads off. But we
What the
killed
hell?
ISIS.
Oh, okay, there it is. There it is. I just don't know how to use this at all, apparently. All right, we're back at the Bitcoins. Let's see what we got here. What I was originally looking at is this whole little green box here. Because we didn't have a lot of volume, a lot of liquidity right in this range from 75,000 up to 90,000. So it seemed likely that we would come back and fill a lot of that in. And I guess we almost did. Since we got down to there, I really was expecting another move lower down, maybe into 72 or so. But I mean, if you look from here, we got back to these levels, and that really might be low enough.
Yeah.
Do
you think it's gonna start that cycle again? Or
yeah, I mean,
that same
sometimes
kind of pattern?
you'll look for patterns to repeat, but I don't necessarily know that we'll see that. Especially with the stock market. Looking to bottom out. What the hell? I really should use my other computer. I feel like I did this all the last episode too. All right. Let's just go to SPY. Because a lot of people have been freaking out the past couple weeks. Like, oh, this is the crash or whatever. But
yeah.
A regular drawdown is 10%, and that's what we have here.
I feel like personally, I don't expect a huge crash or recession this soon.
Yeah. Yeah, there's more time to fuck with people before we do that.
Yeah.
Pull the big one off, that's almost 10% right there. So it's not like nothing we've ever seen before.
Yeah, a lot of I've noticed that with gold especially, a lot of it is just fear mongering. All the negative things you hear about gold.
Yeah. We're down
because the price isn't going down.
Exactly 10% again.
Yeah, the price of it isn't going down.
Yeah.
It's the price of the US dollar is, but who cares? Who cares about all that? That's the past.
Yeah.
That's the old gods versus the new.
True.
But
Yeah,
once they start seizing the gold, that's when we're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, that's why we get our contingency plan. All this stuff is fun. Buying your leveraged funds on your Robin Hoods, whatever you guys are doing. But you got to get a contingency plan. You got to get some silver. You got to get a boat. You got to get ready to go do it yourself. Let's see. Last episode, I made a big deal about, we're going to get this 2 drives here on gold. And I thought we'd head back down. to like this level and we could rebuy it. We didn't get that. We're back at all-time highs. On this little breakout right here, I did buy some Nugget and some AGQ, which are leveraged gold miners, and I've been looking more into ETFs of gold and silver miners, Nugget and AGQ, which are leveraged. And I've been looking into like how that actually works. I bought a little bit more there right on that breakout too.
Yeah.
But they won't be great long-term holds because what they basically do is they use like options and stuff, and they just hold a certain expiration consistently in order to get you that 2x leverage for you. And I think that's a good way to like capitalize on a very likely rally in the short term, but obviously you don't want to hold them long term because they'll underperform if you're using a leveraged stock like that. So eventually what I'm thinking is, we hold these for a while, because you could see like if you got a great run, yeah, you're gonna have super outsized returns, but you're not trying to hold these stocks for
then afterwards
for
it's just
10 years.
It's like stagnant.
Yeah.
It's like it looks like it hasn't really moved the last couple of years.
And there's a lot of downside to it too. It's just gonna be way more volatile. But anyway, that's all I'm holding right now. Maybe I'd look to diversify just to regular mining ETFs or smaller miners.
Yeah.
But I know the last episode I was really saying we got to prioritize physical gold and silver, which I think is true, but I think the more efficient way to play this rally would actually be in miners, because say there are the problems that we're seeing in the paper gold and silver markets, say they do materialize and people go, oh, the paper markets, something like GLD, people realize there's problems with that, which all GLD is, let's see if they have a description. The trust holds gold bars that from time to time issues baskets in exchange for deposits of gold and distributes bunch of complicated bullshit. Basically, they hold, or overcomplicated. They just hold gold and they tell you that, here's your internet gold and it's backed by real gold, but the ratio might be way out of hand. They might have lent the actual gold they have out way too many times. And
if that does, numbers out there.
Yeah, if that does end up being a problem, I really don't see it being a problem for gold miners, because that'll just up the price of physical gold and it'll put way more pressure or way more demand on physical gold, and I could actually see miners doing really, really well. So that's what I'm thinking. And I have too much drawn on this, but if we just go to a shorter time frame, it's hard. It's also hard to like really track too much of like tactic TA on these and like, draw your lines long term. But you just kind of, what I'm doing is looking to track the rally on actual gold and then just sell Nugget and AGQ based on that. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, I think the most efficient way is to hold these miners, and then, say we end up, this rally is probably likely to just continue. And then, later this year or 2026, we end up getting some big deflationary crash, possibly. And then you see all these assets down a lot. Gold and silver probably down like 30%, but that's down 30% from, whatever highs they're going to make. I'm thinking maybe like 3,300 an ounce on gold by the end of this little rally if things keep going like they are. And then from there, my plan is to sell all my mining stocks and then wait for that crash and then likely load up again on some mining stocks, but mostly move to physical gold and silver in that crash.
Okay. Shit.
And we could see, we're going to have a weekly cycle out here, late to, could be back a little more, late to mid-April. So we'll probably see another little push up and then a dip down and then another big push up and just look to see that repeat until later in the year. And same with silver. Silver I really think could start to outperform later and we could see, $40-$50 because it's going to break out of these long-term levels it's been suppressed in. Come on. What the hell? Anyway, yeah, if we see some big breakout from what it's been consolidating in for, the past like 15 years, we could see levels back up to here where it probably should be at, $40 at least. This year. And then we're really going to see the miners outperform at that point.
Dang.
Anyway, I've probably overcovered this. I've just been repeating myself, but
That's all good.
That's what I'm looking at. I think I have some of it. Maybe I'll just go through the Discord a little bit while we're talking about it. So what I basically have, and we'll keep everybody updated on the podcast, but what I basically do is, and we'll have more sections other than investing, but that's all I've been focused on right now. This is kind of the overarching, what do they call it? Not a channel. This is the overarching section for investing. You can go in here and you can see what my plan is and how I've organized it and give your ideas in there. Group discussion. I guess that would really be the place to just unless you have a very focused thought out idea, just put it in group discussion. Resources. I have some channels I watch and some stuff you could use. Theory, speculation, and news. I haven't put anything in there, or I guess I put some stuff on gold. But anybody can contribute to this. Long-term investments, same thing. And then I have a lot on gold, silver in here and my ideas on that. Basically what I've just been talking about. Trades, that's my trading account, which is kind of the main focus here and where I have most of the shorter term stuff. And I was thinking I'll start putting sections of the podcast in video updates here. And then, what I'm doing is just having an account. Say you have $1,000 in an account, and I don't know that this is the best way to do it, but this is just what I'm doing, just to make it a little bit simpler for everybody looking at the other sections. Is you take a max position size of 10% of that $1,000. So say you have $100 per position and $200 or 20% per sector. So I wouldn't put more than like $200 in my trading account into mining, or more than $100 into a particular stock. And each one of those $100 positions has and they don't have to be $100 positions. You could size up however you want. That's just my max risk. They each have a stop loss at 2% for me of my total account size. So if I had a $100 position, my max loss would be $20 before I just cut the whole position. And that way you make sure you don't lose more than you can easily get back. But then I just go through each of the, so like, I think this is a good way to organize it. Maybe we'll work on it, or change things. But this way, if someone else is like, oh, I'm interested in putting some Bitcoin miners in my trading account, they can come here and discuss it and see what everybody else is doing, or metals or whatever it is. I should probably move this Bitcoin section I should probably make another one in the long-term investment section, or I don't know, just put Bitcoin somewhere else, because this section here, I haven't been discussing it as if it's part of my trading account, because it's not. I don't trade Bitcoin in my trading account. I just trade the miners and stuff. And I treat Bitcoin like I would like physical metals. And just try to get in with like more money than I would put in a position on a trading account, and hold for a lot longer. Options, I never really post anything in there unless maybe I will at some point if there's really good opportunities, or if there's people who are really interested in that, but I don't really even trade options anymore. I don't really think it's a good idea unless you know more than I do. But yeah. And then what else we got? Recommended media. Maybe if you find some good information, you put it in there.
I gotta put some books in there, some documentaries.
Yeah.
Remember the possible world records?
Possible world records. You could, if you have a world record that might be possible world record, you could put it in that section. We only have the eggs in there right now, but more. If you have some good music, you could put it down there.
Oh hell yeah! I didn't even notice that one.
Yeah. At some point, we'll get a group discussion of what we stand for in there, and put our constitution up it, figure that out.
Are you on a Chromebook right now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's your problem.
Really?
Yeah. God bless the Chromebook. The Chromebook.
Okay, I'll go back to my other computer. But the issue is with the other computer, it has a bunch of like scratches on the camera, so the video just looks bad. But if I'm not even gonna, which is probably the thing to do, is just to record the podcast mostly on screen share.
Yeah.
Because why do you need to look at my face anyway?
Yeah.
So that's what I'll start doing. But I was just borrowing my girlfriend's Chromebook because
it's all good.
Which was very nice of her, and I appreciate it. But
do you want a desktop
for using TradingView? Yeah, that might be a good idea.
I'm trying to put together a new desktop. You could have my old one.
Nice.
Sell it to you.
Yeah. All right.
It works. It's like a Generation 3 stuff, so it's like a pretty old, but it'll function. It's fast on just regular shit.
Nice.
Like you're trying to pull up TradeView and stuff, it should run pretty smooth if your connection's good.
Wait, why were you getting a new one?
Just upgrades.
Upgrades, yeah. For
Gotta
sure.
get the upgrades.
Yeah.
That's kind of some news is like the graphics card shortage.
Oh yeah.
is because of Bitcoin miners partially.
Hmm.
Because you could like build a Bitcoin miner with just a GPU and some other parts.
Okay. Huh.
Some
Yeah,
crazy
I
shit.
didn't really know anything about that. Well,
Oh yeah, dude.
you can put that in the news section of the Discord.
Yeah.
Um.
It's been a also I have a YouTube beef that I want to talk about, but I could pull up the Bitcoin mining facility. There's like videos of like their factories are crazy.
Hmm. Here, I'll keep covering the Discord while you're looking that up. Um. But yeah, we'll have our monthly meeting in here. We'll let you know when that's at, or if you have an idea for a better time it could be at for everyone. Ideas for next meeting and progress since the last meeting. And then meeting recordings. We'll have all the public podcasts in there.
Mm.
Agenda 2030, which is something we should get to work on, finding our goals in
Yeah,
Atlantis 2 and
for the
what we
next
want to
5 years.
have done by 2030, which is coming up soon. And yeah, that's about it. That's all we got in there so far.
Dang.
With Bitcoin, though, I will say this: what I would be looking for is, or this is what Kibasabi's been talking about, like you'll generally see like some symmetry repeat, and you'll see, and same thing with like high volatility here, and then we had low volatility, and then we kind of had this symmetry in the middle, and then we had low volatility, high volatility, and now we might look for a repeat of low volatility. We'll chop around in here, maybe we'll revisit down there, and then start to head up as these cycles bottom, because I will be looking for, same with SPY. We're in a lot of people are worried right now, but I've just started to re-enter just this last week as we broke out of this
Hmm.
downtrend resistance. So I'm full size SPXL, TQQQ, and then just a lot of general stocks. Tesla, I had to do it. It's down so much and it looks good. Yeah, break it out right there. And I don't know if all these are going to go to new all-time highs, or
Yeah.
the other thing we might see in the market, we might see another few good cycles for Bitcoin and for the stock market, but the other thing we could see and what we would manage risk around is just by, setting another trend line, and then
Yeah.
what we're either going to look to see is a big bounce out of here, some chop, new all-time highs, or you might just see a bounce and then a rollover. And as soon as this is a warning sign that we're getting below where we should be, and I would probably cut positions, but we get out closer to the top by playing this bounce where we're at right now. And then as soon
Hmm.
as we fail down and we're below this, I would say that the bull market's likely over. But with that being said, I'm playing this bounce. I'm full sized. I have $200 worth of Papa John's, and I'm very excited about Papa John's.
Has there been any new has there even been any new Papa John's in 2025?
I don't know, but I will tell you that um, they're doing something, or maybe they're not doing anything. But in 2022, if we could get back to these levels, or 2021, we had a $140 a share Papa John's, and you have the opportunity right now to buy
Dang.
back, and we could kind of see what we look for in the world, right? Is alignment. We can kind of see that this looks like, you know, this looks like a big slice right now, and you're getting in at the very tip of it. You're getting in on all these gains, and
Yeah.
we might be looking at another slice pattern to come in on this other side.
Are we gonna short Papa John's?
We can look at support again, and breaking out of this resistance. I may look to short. Sadly to say, I may look to short Papa John's later this year.
Yeah, when it gets up to 130.
Yeah, everything really looks perfect right now, and you can see, a shorter term, higher highs, higher lows starting to form. We're back at
Dang.
support. I just got filled basically. All my shares are around $43, and then let's see.
That's beautiful.
We're gonna look. We're gonna look for this next slice up,
Yeah,
and
might have a couple chops here and there, but it's up.
yeah,
It's going up.
we might get some chops. We might get some different little. We might get
Yeah,
some
but by
meat. We might get some
2028, I just looked it up.
different
But
stuff going on here.
by right there, by 2028, we're gonna have 60 new Papa John's locations, and that's gonna take us up into the 80 price range.
We're in the golden age. We're in
In the
Trump's
next 3,
presidency.
yeah,
Relations are going to be opened up with Russia, and we're going to see a lot of Papa John's.
yeah. Chicago's gonna burn to the ground. Nobody's gonna be eating Chicago style pizza.
Papa
It's gonna be great.
John's everywhere, all
Yeah.
over the world, international.
The CEO of DiGiorno is gonna get assassinated.
Yeah.
See, guys, if you get in right now at 2025, you are looking to triple your money by 2028.
We're looking at a generational opportunity. We're looking at generational wealth. We're looking at one once in a lifetime. We're looking at this is amazing.
We are focused on abundancy. We are focused on prosperity.
Yeah.
This is
We're gonna have to see what ABC says about this, but
I'm
it's
almost
looking very good.
terrified of how good we're gonna be doing.
And have I looked at the fundamental analysis? Have I looked at their balance sheets? Have I looked at the number? No, but
Have I
that's
found what
rules.
John's
You know what? Draw some lines and buy something. You want to go look at numbers? You do that on your own time. That's not what we do here.
no fucking way. Oh, that's from 2018, but
I might even start buying some options here. I might buy options as late as I might be buying leaps out to 20.
yeah.
I might be buying leaps out to, if I could buy them past 2034, I would. If I could buy them for the next 10 minutes, I would. I'm buying Papa John's.
If you're not buying Papa John's, then fuck you. Hell yeah.
Let's see. What else am I looking at, though? Mara. I'm getting back in Mara. Mara looks good. We could see this is holding up good. And this is another reason I think Bitcoin might have kind of bottomed out here. Maybe we'll see the levels we saw last week again, but probably not much lower. And I think this is a great buy on Bitcoin miners, especially if we get another run up and you're able to sell at, double where we're at today, if not higher. Same thing with Riot. I did not get filled a full size on these. I would have gotten filled half sized on both of them, but I wanted to full size Papa John's. So we'll be getting full sized on them next week. But still, great opportunities here. And I got a great fill at $7.77, which is the important thing. I think that's about all I have to say with stocks right now. But, from $7 up to, we're looking to double up on Bitcoin miners at least. So, I'll be full size if I traded cow pretty soon. Yeah. What else we got? All right. Maybe I'll stop the share for a second.
Yeah, that was a lot of good information on stocks, and especially Papa John's. I would definitely look to buy mainly in Papa John's right now and throughout the next couple of years. They are in 2025, they did hit 6,000 locations, looking to build 60 more by 2028. John Schnatter has not said the N-word in the past couple of years. About 7 years now.
Yeah.
7 years now. He hasn't used the N-word on the phone. Charlie Sheen, it's been about 14 years, I think. He hasn't
Dang.
said the N-word on the phone. So
What
when
is
was the last when was the
Charlie
last time
Sheen?
Jared Kushner dressed up as a black man or did blackface?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Halloween time, maybe?
but I can't believe I didn't bring it up on the last one, but I actually have like a YouTube beef that I want to start.
Okay.
I think this guy is anti-human, and I think he's a trans libertarian.
Yeah.
He's like yeah. I'm gonna share my screen here.